New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. Many whites feared that Turner would literally rise from the grave and rebone himself. This is how some have explained the gruesome cannibalization of Turner after his death. William Sidney, a member of the Southampton community, documented in the Southampton Insurrection 1900 the exact method of punishment and postmortem abuse of Turner's body. According to Williams, after Turner was executed, his body was delivered to doctors who skinned it and made grease of the flesh. Mr. R.S. Barham's father owned a money purse made of his hide. The desire to literally possess Turner's flesh and make use of his body calls to mind the homoerotic of Neil's scenario, with Turner's flesh serving as fetish and symbol of corporal possession. The money purse made of Turner's skin and the grease made from his boiled down flesh convey the limitless consumptive use of the slave in a myriad of ways in which the ruling class could satiate unspoken desires and taste for Negro flesh. Blacks of the Southampton community further complicated this erotics of taste throughout accusations that whites ingested Turner's boiled down flesh as a medical substance, as I discussed earlier. William Styron brought all of the suppressed homoerotic and consumptive history to the fore with the publication of the Confessions of Nat Turner 1968. Styron's The Confession and the debate that surrounded it clarified, like no moment beforehand, why black people have maintained a tight lipped silence on the subject of homoeroticism under slavery. Homoeroticism, especially in the context of Turner's legacy, brought up for black people in the 1960s unspeakable issue of white consumption of blacks, sexual objectification, bestial treatment under a white regime, and the inconceivable topic of auto cannibalism. Blacks made to eat one another and themselves during slavery. Were basically able to hear, right? They were so afraid and fearful, right? And envious of the strength and the power of Nat Turner that in the recesses of their mind, right? In the corners of their hearts, they felt that Nat Turner was going to somehow, after they took his life, that he was going to come back from the dead and basically start the whole thing over again, right? That should tell you the power of a black man. That should tell you the type of fear automatically, right? Um, that is there. Not in a sense because he made them fearful. Because remember, um, a lot of these Caucasian individuals, they have weapons. They have a variety of things. They don't really have a reason, right, to in a sense fear him, but yet they do, right? They were afraid. The real fear, right, that they have is the fact that they know of every single thing historically that they have ever done. And they know how wrong that they are at the end of the day. And they are fearful in knowing that somewhere that they feel in the back of their mind that revenge is going to come and that they're going to have to be made to pay for every single thing that they have done in the past, that they are doing right now and that they will also do in the future. This is why they have a fear. This is why you have a lot of their elders talking about that there is going to be this great race war. My me mom, my paw, my pop, told me that this is going to happen. It's one a brewing. No, it ain't nothing a brewing, so to speak. Um, it's just the fact that your people understand that they left you with a very great burden that you are not able to carry, that you are not able to harbor, right? That you cannot even deal with, right? And in order to allow you to deal with it, they left you a key, right? Which is hate. But really what that key is, it's the, fully unbridled fear and the envy, the lack of understanding, the fear of an unknown. That's in a sense what they left you with, right? All of that, fear that the Europeans swing around is, I'm sorry, all of that hate that they swing around is pretty much nothing but fear and envy. That's pretty much what it is. Because, black men don't really have to do anything but other than exist. And that's the way that it's always been. No matter where we go, whenever we roll up to their countries, eyes will directly look on us. Whenever we go into other areas where people don't look like us, eyes will directly follow and gaze on us without even trying. Like we're not asking for the attention. It just happens. It's like the sun rising during the day and smiling on a garden or on a forest, right? Or on some flora somewhere out, in another country. The plants, aren't looking, directly for that attention. It's not begging for that attention. It happens the way that it should, right? So because you have these people who have never been made, right, by way of the universe and given this type of promise and this type of love, right? You have a type of envy that takes place. You have a type of fear that takes place. You have a type of jealousy that takes place. And all of that then turns into hate. And this is when, in a sense, if you will, you can call it their liquid courage, right? They don't really need to exactly drink alcohol in order to, boast their chest and different things like that. This is what their weapons are for. So they have, nukes, they have missiles, they have all different types of other armaments, they have all different types of other, weapons, they stockpile and all of this, right? That's basically the expression or the demonstration or the example, if you will, of their manhood, right? So when you look at the trucks, when you look at all of these other things that's out there that say, yeah, look at me, look at me, look at me, that's basically what that is. It's to compensate for something else or the lack of. Like I said before, and people don't even really understand it. But in reading through some of the chapters of this book, which some of the other ones you guys will hear in some of the other days, coming forward, you'll understand what I'm saying right now in this video. Right. I guess you can say like I'm foreshadowing some of the stuff that you're going to hear, tomorrow. Right. But anyways, like I said, this is a pretty interesting book. And again, never forget, never forget history. Don't ever allow them, to have you forget. This is again some of the stuff that will never get taught in American schools at all. Simple truths like this will never get taught because they feel that, oh, it's going to, start to make people feel a certain type of way, and this wasn't everybody, this wasn't every they'll try to excuse it away. And you'll even have, sorry enough, some black people that will still try to dismiss and still try to excuse a lot of these things away, and try to turn it around and try to shift it and be like, but oh, but what about what black people are doing to black people right now, or what about the other black people that sold black people into slavery, and all that other time. They want to try to justify it or find a way to dismiss, right, what their favorites have done. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I've stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.